Good morning dear students. Today we are going to start with the first electrolysis of lead bromide. Okay, this is our first one, electrolysis of lead bromide. Children, here as you can see now the diagram. In this diagram you can see this is a crucible which is used. It is made up of silica. Anode and cathode is connected. Okay, in this the solution of molten lead bromide is taken. Okay, the anode and cathode are connected to the positive and negative terminal of the battery. From below the burner is on. Okay, now this is the electrolysis diagram of lead bromide. Okay, now as we know that anode is positive and cathode is negative in nature. So as we are going to start with the electrolysis of lead bromide, let us start. Okay, see here in the electrolysis, firstly what we are using here is we are using molten lead bromide. Molten lead bromide is used here. Now children, as we are heating, so what will happen? Solid lead bromide will get melted. Are you getting? It will get melted. The temperature is around about 380 degrees Celsius. Now in molten lead bromide, why we are taking molten condition? Because in the molten condition ions are free to move. Ions are free to move. Ions are free to move. Solid lead bromide will not conduct electricity. Will not conduct electricity because no free ions are present. Okay, here no free ions are present. No free ions are present. Are you getting? So we have molten lead bromide, ions are free to move. So firstly in the silica crucible we have taken molten lead bromide. I am talking about the reagent. Okay, the second thing is, in this electrolysis, why we are using silica crucible? Why we are using silica crucible? Silica crucible is used here because of three main reasons. The first reason is that it is non-reactive. Silica is non-reactive in nature. That is, it is inert in nature. It does not chemically react anywhere. This crucible in which we are heating the solid lead bromide is non-reactive in nature. Second is it can withstand high temperature. It can withstand high temperature. Are you getting? I hope that you are understanding, children. In this electrolysis we are using silica crucible, and this silica crucible is containing solid lead bromide which we are heating from below. Okay, we are heating from below. This solid lead bromide will get melted. Okay, so it is a molten lead bromide in which ions are free to move. Now why silica crucible is used? Because it is non-reactive, it can withstand high temperature, and it is a non-conductor of electricity. Non-conductor of electricity. These are the three main reasons why we are using silica crucible. Why molten lead bromide? Because ions are free to move. Why silica crucible is used? Because it is non-reactive, it can withstand high temperature, and it is a non-conductor of electricity. Silica crucible does not conduct electricity. Silica crucible does not react anywhere, and it can withstand high temperature means you go on heating, the crucible will not break. Are you getting? I hope that you are able to understand. The third thing is about the electrodes. Electrodes, anode and cathode. Electrodes, anode and cathode, both are made up of graphite. Both are made up of graphite. Graphite is an inert material. Or inert in nature. Graphite rods are inert in nature. Now why graphite rods are used here is, the main reason for the graphite rod is it is unaffected by the reactive vapors, by the reactive bromine vapors. It is unaffected by the reactive bromine vapors. This we are going to see now, why it is unreactive. Okay, it is unreactive because it is inert in nature and it is not affected by the bromine vapors. I hope that you are able to understand. Okay, now here anode and cathode both are made up of graphite. Why graphite? Because inert in nature and it is unaffected by the reactive bromine vapors. I hope that you are understanding what is the process. I have explained you about the material taken, that is solid lead bromide is heated and it is converted into its molten form. Silica crucible, non-reactive, withstand high temperature and is a non-conductor of electricity. Electrodes, anode and cathode are made of graphite. It is unaffected by the reactive bromine vapors. Okay, now the fourth part is the reaction. Now what is the reaction that will take place in the electrolysis process? PbBr2 will dissociate, molten PbBr2 will dissociate into Pb2 plus Br raised to -1. How many bromine? 2 bromine. Children, this is the dissociation of the lead bromide, molten lead bromide. I hope that you are able to understand. Okay, PbBr2 will dissociate into Pb2 plus 2 Br minus ions. So this is your cation and this is your anion. So in the electrolysis process, you know that anions migrate to anode. Anion migrate to anode. Anions are positive charge, anions are negative charge and they move to positively charged terminal. And cations migrate to cathode. Okay, so cation is positive and cathode is negative. So what you will remember, that A to A and C to C we are going to remember. A migrates to A, C migrates to C. Now this is the general reaction, how lead bromide will dissociate into ions. Further, let us see what is the reaction that will occur at anode and at cathode. Reaction at anode and reaction at cathode. Are you getting? Now anode and cathode. Okay, who will migrate at anode? Anions will migrate. Anions will migrate. Okay, who will migrate at cathode? Cations will migrate. Now you need to remember, anions are rich in electrons. They are negatively charged, so they are rich in electrons. Cations are positively charged, so they are deficient of electrons. They are deficient of electrons. Are you getting? Okay. Now what is the reaction that is going to take place at anode and at cathode? Okay. So here you need to remember that at anode, who is going to migrate? Anion. Now in lead bromide, there is no other ion other than Pb2 plus and Br minus, because it is not an aqueous solution. It is a melted form. So purely Pb2 and Br minus ions are present. So bromine ions -1. Bromine -1 will migrate to anode. Yes or no? And here who will migrate? Pb2 plus will migrate. Okay, now in this case what they will do, what is their work? Okay, now bromine is rich in electron and anode is positively charged in nature, so it will go and donate its electron. Are you getting? So here bromine will lose 1 electron. Okay, and it will form Br. This is neutral atom of Br. This is atom. Okay, and this is your anion. So bromine will lose 1 electron at anode and it will form Br. Okay, now what will happen? This way another bromine atom will reach. So say two bromine atoms will combine and it will form the product what? Br2. okay children, ब्रोमीन सिंगल एटम के फॉर्म में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता है. ब्रोमीन इज डायटोमिक नेचर, लाइक ऑक्सीजन इज O2, नाइट्रोजन इज N2, हाइड्रोजन इज H2, क्लोरीन इज Cl2. सिमिलरली ब्रोमीन इज ऑल्सो डायटोमिक इन नेचर. It is diatomic in nature. So the product formed will be Br2. You will not write 2Br. This is not the product formed at the anode. This is wrong. This is correct. The product formed at anode is bromine. Now what is the color of the bromine? You need to remember the color. This is very important. We will write the product formed at anode. The product formed at anode is bromine. Now what? Bromine is in the form of gas. What is the color of this gas? Reddish brown vapor. Reddish brown vapors of bromine. Reddish brown vapors of bromine are formed. Are you getting? You need to remember. See here, I have written the reaction at anode. At anode, who will migrate? Anion will migrate, because anions are rich in electron. So which anion will migrate? In lead bromide, bromine ions will migrate. It will lose one electron. So here Br atom will be formed. Now similarly, two Br atoms will combine and they will form Br2. The product formed at anode is bromine gas, which has reddish brown vapors. Are you getting? So here I have said now that graphite is unaffected by the reactive bromine vapors. So the bromine vapors will not affect your electrode. It will not affect your electrode. Your electrode will be safe and it will remain as it is. I hope that you have understood this part. Now here what is happening is removal of electrons is taking place. Yes or no? Loss of electron is taking place. So at anode what will take place? At anode what will take place? Oxidation reaction. This is loss of electron. Yes or no? So what reaction is taking place at anode? Oxidation takes place at anode. Okay? Oxidation takes place at anode. Okay? Now let us see at cathode. At cathode who will migrate? Cations will migrate, because cathode is rich in electron, negatively charged, and cations are deficient of electron. So who will migrate? Now what cation we have? We have Pb2 plus charge. Okay, lead ions will migrate, because lead ion is deficient. It will go to electron rich electrode. Now what here they will do? They will accept how many electrons, how many charges there. जितने उसने लूज किए थे उतने ही वो गेन करेगा. चिल्ड्रन, ये मेटल के ऊपर चार्ज कब आता है? जब वो लॉस करता है. तो वो लॉस करने के बाद जितने उसने लूज किए थे उतने ही वो फिर से गेन करेगा. तो Pb के ऊपर क्या चार्ज है? Pb2 प्लस. सो इट विल गेन हाउ मेनी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स? 2 electrons, and it will form what? Lead atom. Now this is neutral lead atom. Neutral lead atom. Now here this is the reaction. Now lead exists this way only. It will go and get deposit. See, this is your cathode ना. तो यहाँ पे Pb जाके क्या करेंगे? 2 plus ions will gain 2 electron and it will get deposited. This way the lead will get deposited. तो lead जो है पूरा उस cathode के ऊपर जाके एक coating बना देगा. Now what is the product form at cathode? The product form at cathode is silvery gray deposit. Silvery gray deposit is seen at cathode. What is seen? Silvery gray deposit of lead is seen at cathode. This is the product form. Now here what reaction is taking place? Lead is accepting electrons na, addition of electrons is there. So what process is taking place at cathode? At cathode reduction is occurring. Reduction reaction is taking place. Reduction is taking place. Are you getting? See, this part is very important. See here, general reaction. our general reaction is PbBr2 will give what? Pb2 plus 2Br minus ions. ओके, बिकॉज ये लेड ब्रोमाइड कैसे फॉर्म होता है? Pb का वैलेंसी कितना है? +2, ब्रोमीन की वैलेंसी कितनी है? -1. क्रिस क्रॉस करेंगे तो क्या होगा? वो PbBr2 हो जाएगा, लेड ब्रोमाइड. अब जैसे वो डिसोसिएट करेगा तो डिसोसिएशन भी तो इनिशियल फॉर्म में ही होगा, Pb2 प्लस और Br माइनस. ओके, नाउ टू बैलेंस द ब्रोमीन दिस आर 2Br. This is the general reaction. Now when you are asked at anode what the reaction will be and at cathode what is the reaction? At anode bromine will go, it will lose one electron, it will form Br atom. Now similarly 2 Br atoms will combine to form what? Br2. So here reddish brown vapors of bromine is seen. These are vapors of bromine, it is a gas. Now at cathode what reaction will take place? Lead ions will move, it will accept 2 electrons from the cathode because cathode is rich in nature electrons, so it will form lead atom. Now what type of lead atom? Silvery gray deposit of lead is seen. Are you getting? I hope that you have understood this part. Thank you.